The Dallas Mavericks Luka Doncic trade has somehow gotten even worse, and let's just begin right away with this headline. Lakers Luka Doncic shatters records in greatest 5-game start in NBA history. Luka Doncic this season, 40 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 9.2 assists per game, over 63% true shooting percentage. First player ever to average 45 and 5 to start a season, and he's averaging 40, 11 and 9. Not LeBron James, not Michael Jordan, not even the mythical Wilt Chamberlain, if he even exists, have put up these types of stats. Also, Luka, first player to ever record 200 total points, 25 total rebounds, and 25 total assists through the first 5 games of the season. We just keep going. Scored and assisted on 311 points. That's over 60 a game in 5 games. Quick math right here. That's the most by any player over his first 5 games of a season in NBA history. Meanwhile, we move over to Anthony Davis. Do we like players getting hurt? No, we hate that. We wish this was NBA 2K and we could turn injuries off. But we cannot, and Anthony Davis, we saw him to begin this year looking a little chunky. Now, this tweet from the Hater Central says it all. The Mavs had concerns with Luka due to his conditioning issues. They fat shamed him. They said that he was drinking 1 beer and that was too many beers. You know, there was a lot going on there. We're actually going to pull up that clip right here. So we may notice that Luka is dripped out in Western Conference Finals winning attire. But what happens as he's enjoying a nice cold brew, right? As he's holding the trophy for most valuable player. No cameras, he says. Well, first of all, there are cameras. We're just quite literally watching you. However, second of all, though, this is a grown man. This is a grown man. Michael Finley, you're a solid player. Look it out. Look at, okay, wait. One second. Look at Luka's face. So just like, you're taking my beer? Somehow develops that whatever accent that was. This is a face of like, you know you're doing wrong. How dare you? They just literally won the Western Conference Finals. Now, I could talk about how Michael Jordan's trainer, Tim Grover, said that there were NBA players that were getting as drunk as possible. Yes, this is a real story, apparently. They were seeing how drunk they could possibly get while still being able to play at a high level. I could talk about that, but let's just base in more reality here and look at this, because I mean, we should investigate that story. But here we have Kevin Millar, I believe, Boston Red Sox. This was 2004. This was when the Red Sox took down the Yankees. All right. I wish I never opened my mouth. Why? Because they all took a little Jack Daniels shot before they went out and beat the Yankees in game 6. Once we won game 6, we had to do it before game 7. It's like the lucky coin. And also, they did it before every game through the World Series. Are we saying alcohol is going to improve your performance? Probably not. However, this was like a, we're taking a shot to calm the nerves kind of deal. And Luka here drinking 1 beer, and they're acting like this is their child that they are extremely mad at. It's just a very weird scene. And it is also a scene that explains to us directly why they traded Luka. But since that trade, things have been going terribly, terribly wrong. They keep getting worse. We have skinny Luka Doncic in comparison, and we have Nico, the most hated man in Dallas. Before we dig more into this exact trade and also talk about how Cooper Flagg has been playing this year, I want to just quickly bring up the Dallas Mavericks front office has been awful for a very long time. They were gifted Luka Doncic. I don't know what the Atlanta Hawks were doing trading Luka for Trae Young. I mean, Trae is a solid player. He's not Luka. I don't know how Luka dropped to number 3 to begin with, but the Dallas Mavericks were given the gift of a lifetime. And since then, let's remember the Mavericks let Jalen Brunson walk because they did not think that he was going to pair well with Dallas. But this gets even worse. Listen to what Jalen Brunson said he was willing to accept here.
Knicks free agency. Was there a chance in Dallas? The bright lights in New York will call you name. Talk to us about your free agency.
There was a chance.
Okay.
There's a chance. I really did want to stay in Dallas. I think before the season, before my 4th season in Dallas, my last season in Dallas, we tried to extend our contract, whatever we can get. The most we can get was like 4 years and $55 million. And so obviously we wanted to do that. I wanted to stay there. I thought I would be there for a long time.
You heard that correctly. Jalen Brunson was willing to do 4 years, $55 million, and the Mavericks said no.
I liked my role there. It's funny because my agent was like, man, you can do so much. You can get more. I'm saying like, well, like I want to be safe. I'm not trying to gamble right now. This is not something you really gamble with if it's out there.
So the Mavericks made him gamble on himself, and look what happened. 4 years, $55 million. So then Dallas also lets him walk for free, right? Brunson averaged 16 points, 4.8 assists in that year 4, and then explodes. 24 points, 28.7, fifth in the MVP race. Currently 28.3 points per game, 6.1 assists per game. He has made the Knicks relevant again. I mean, they've had somewhat of a slow start to begin the year, but they've been playing their best basketball for a very long time, since they've even been better than the Carmelo Anthony days. Now, on top of this, as I type in real time, let's not forget the boy Kristaps Porzingis. Now, he was on the Dallas Mavericks. He was averaging over 20 points per game, and then they relegated him to the shadow realm that is the Washington Wizards. What did they get back for him? I wonder if it was a good package. What do we think here? They pulled a Mark Sanchez, traded by the Mavericks with a second-round pick. They gave a second-round pick to the Wizards for Davis Bertans, Spencer Dinwiddie, and a 2022 second-round pick. That is what they got for Kristaps Porzingis. Bertans is out of the NBA. Hope he's doing well. Spencer Dinwiddie also out of the NBA currently. I will say Spencer Dinwiddie was actually really good for this playoff run here with the Mavericks back in 2022 when they ended up losing to the Golden State Warriors, who went on to win the championship. So that was really great. But look what is going on. 2022 Dallas Mavericks Western Conference Finals. 2024 NBA Finals. They lose to a much better Boston Celtics team, and they give up Wonderboy. They give up Luka Magic. They give up Too Easy, the Matador. 40 points per game again this season. All right, let's pull up this NBA Finals. Notice Jason Tatum, not Finals MVP, RIP. Luka Doncic, 29.2 points, 8.8 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 2.6 steals, trying his best. Had absolutely no help other than Kyrie Irving. No one else really showed up here. PJ Washington, unfortunate series. They traded a one-man team for this. I mean, I can't get over. Anthony Davis is one of the most injury-prone players we know. It's one thing if you're like, okay, I really believe that Luka is going to eat himself into an early retirement, but the man is not Zion Williamson. Come on. And it's another when you trade him for a guy who is injury-prone and who has, I mean, I don't want to say he's been on a regression arc, but we could look at his stats in a second. Regardless, the fact that he's showing up nice and jolly, we'll say, not a great sign. We do have to keep in mind Anthony Davis in Dallas got hurt and has been hurt. I do think he is one of the best big men in the league. I don't want to, really crap on Anthony Davis. I don't want to do anything other than believe he's one of the best big men in the league. So that's not the issue here. Let's dive into what the ultimate issue is, and then we're going to end with looking at Cooper Flagg. So here's the Dallas Mavericks payroll for 2028. Okay. Green means player option. So these are guaranteed. We have AD over 62 million, Kyrie over 42 million, PJ Washington over 21 million, Gafford over 18 million, Coop over 15.2, Martin, Max Christie combined about 18 million right there. Notice this, $187 million. The salary cap right now is $154 million. That is called an issue. This is the core they have locked in. They have one young player in Cooper Flagg who's performing. Derek Lively, again, like, this is concerning. Injury risks are concerning. Playing 36 games last year and then 3 this year. Concerning. Can Lively make a comeback and be a great player? Yeah, I do believe that. Are we playing with fire when we've got Anthony Davis, Lively, and Kyrie Irving all coming off of injuries and you're expecting them to win? Yeah, we're playing with fire. Kyrie and AD will be Shaq and Kobe in Dallas. That's a real take. We're just going to move past it. Let's listen to what Shaq had to say.
Dallas has probably won the trade because AD goes into a natural position with better players around him. Of course, you got 2 top-name players, LeBron, and you got Luka. I don't see who else they got. I don't see them going far. But
okay, they didn't go far. They lost in the first round of the playoffs, so that's fair. However, this is before they got Cooper Flagg. To say that the Mavericks won that trade before they got Cooper Flagg, our only justification for this trade in general is that it had to have been rigged. Because the Mavericks had, what, 1.3% chance? Am I right off the dome? 1.8% chance. I was wrong off the dome, but at least you know I'm being authentic. We don't need to listen to more of this Shaq nonsense, but I do really want to listen to one more thing before we talk about Coop to end this. So here is Stephen A. Smith. Now, this is with Cooper Flagg. I really love Melo on television, I will say. Shout out to my boy Kazim. I was on his podcast where we talked about conspiracy theories. We're getting sidetracked, but, shout out.
Kyrie Irving comes back healthy and Anthony Davis is healthy. I think Dallas should be the favorite to win it all.
Really? Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick, though.
Let me tell
I don't know how it's a good pick. That's a wild take. We have the Houston Rockets buzzing. We have Wemby looking amazing. We have the Lakers with Luka averaging over 40 without LeBron yet. And the Thunder won 68 games last year. We cannot pretend the Thunder didn't win 68 games and are looking one of a future dynasty. I mean, I understand that the whole Shea aura thing kind of made people not love the Thunder. If Chet Holmgren takes a leap, the Thunder are going to be insanely hard to beat ever for the next 5+ years. So but regardless, let's listen to the rest.
Tell you why I feel this way. Oklahoma is the reigning defending champion.
68
they
wins.
pretty much had their way with most teams this year before the finals. Before it was pushed to 7 games. Not Dallas. The year before, they took Oklahoma City out. Kyrie and those boys is that.
They took Oklahoma City out with Luka Doncic. We're just pretending that was not part of this. I don't even do we fact check Stephen A? Did they even play with Dallas well? I mean, let's fact check. You know what? We're fact checking. We can't just let pure yapping go. Stephen A. Smith had a point. Okay, look at this. 3-1. Okay. All right, Stephen A. Relax. Were these post the trade though? That does matter. We will give Stephen A that. We'll give him that. We'll give Stephen A that.
He's a different breed, too.
He's a different breed. Cooper Flagg can play. He's just a rookie, but he can play.
It ain't gonna take long for Cooper Flagg, man.
And then not only that, you got Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, who doesn't have to play the 5. I got news for you. Lively, Gafford, and these brothers can play. And then you.
All he is saying is guys can play. Cooper Flagg can play. He is available. He has legs. He's able to play. Gafford, Lively can play. He's not like they have great rim defense. He's not providing any substance. Come on, Stephen A. You could do better. But also, we want Anthony Davis playing center. Now, I understand Dallas has to work with this oversized lineup, but Anthony Davis has always played his best at center and just hates playing it. And it's one of those things as a fan that irritates us. So the fact that he's somehow using that as a good thing, very confusing.
You got PJ Washington, who can play.
Who can play.
Can coach.
Yeah.
Dog. All he's saying is guys are able to play and Jason Kidd can coach. He's not dead on the sidelines. He is alive. He can coach. He's not even saying he is coaching. He's saying he has the ability to coach.
I believe that the Dallas Mavericks, if healthy, will win the chip.
You think they can go from trading Luka, getting the #1 pick? Yeah. I'm not mad.
He's like, already. I made such a weird. I don't know what I've done.
The Lakers have a chance. I'm not ruling out.
Is this just like LeBron hate with his weird LeBron feud? Possibly. So let's end with Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is not gifted enough to be an elite 2 or 3. He's not physically gifted to be a great 4. He's not college, so walking the ball, playing the 1 at 6'9", it's not magic. He's a glorified rotation guy, nothing special. Hard disagree. Now, I do agree with what Jason Kidd is doing with Cooper Flagg. Against the Grizzlies, we just had a rough game, but look at that feed for Cooper. So Jason Kidd did the same thing with Giannis that has been pointed out. Giannis ended up becoming an unstoppable monster, and guess what? He's able to do it in transition. He's able to bring the ball up. He is able to be a force in that way. And also, Kevin Durant played shooting guard in his first season in Seattle. It is not uncommon for rookies to play out of position to then develop skills that they have not previously had. So getting Coop some looks with such an apparently terrible team is not the worst thing in the world. Throw it up. Throw it up. Boom. Oh, over him. That's the Cooper Flagg we love to see. Now, is he playing in an unnatural position? Yes. But these are the kind of things that help you grow as a player. That's how much trust they have in him, I would say. I don't think this is a bad thing. I mean, love to see. He has more facial hair than me at 18 than like I was able to grow till I was like 27. So, but look at in transition. Ooh. That was smooth. That was nice. Okay. So do I think Cooper Flagg can run an NBA offense right now? No, I do not. Do I think that it is a valuable skill that to learn to be able to bring the ball up and initiate an offense and initiate your own offense? As he's hanging on the rim. I mean, I believe in Cooper Flagg long term. I don't even want to throw a shadow of a doubt there. I do just really question like how they build around Cooper Flagg with their current roster. That's going to be difficult. They're locked into severe health risks. And as we saw, their salary cap, not looking great, not exactly looking flexible. There we have it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I really think you're gonna like the videos that are on the screen for you right now. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You are awesome. We all know it. And have an awesome day and peace.